Hello, friends. Welcome to this channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. In this today's episode, I'm going to discuss about from silos to synergy, how sales and operation planning in digital pharma is going to contribute, how it's going to help to achieve operational and business excellence. Before starting the thing, let me give you a brief idea about our passion, our focus. We are working on a concept Center of Excellence Pharma 4. As you are all aware, number of emerging technologies like cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, blockchain, robotic, chatbot are coming up. Every technology has got its own strengths, but it also needs to collaborate, contribute, interface with other technologies to achieve business excellence and pharma. With this objective, we have designed our website respa.com. I'm sure you will get a lot of inputs, knowledge base over there. We have also launched a course on smart manufacturing in pharma on Udemy platform, which has got 20 modules, again discussing about the technologies and where it can contribute in pharma challenges. We have launched a YouTube channel about 5 years back with a focus from emerging technologies, business strategies, various applications, use cases, and going up to the audits and validation, and how change management and how this will help for the skills for their upskilling and how they will be more suitable for the new technology jobs. Our YouTube channel has got more than 350 videos. These are again covering from technologies to digital transformation. We have a podcast channel. This is the latest podcast what you are listening. We have more than 75 podcasts, and we have also a book series, Center of Excellence Pharma 4, on Amazon. So right now there are 7 books are available on Kindle as well as paperback. So what I suggest and request to all of you, please have a look at these social media platforms. I'm sure you will find solutions to your problems from the industry point of view as well as from achieving excellence point of view. So let's get it into detail. I want to discuss about the role of sales and operation planning and how it can help in digital transformation. So my agenda over here is the introduction, driving integration and collaboration. That is what is the main role of sales and operation planning. How it is going to help in data-driven decision making. What are the benefits company can achieve by digital sales and operation planning? About the operational efficiency and enhancing the forecast accuracy. These are the two main areas. What is the strategic role in the digital transformation and how sales and operation planning can work as a strategic enabler? How that automation and digitization is going to work, and finally to the conclusion. Now, what is the importance of sales and operation planning in digital transformation? What we have to really see is the demand planning. As you are all aware, demand forecasting, demand planning is becoming a most important, most crucial, most challenging area. As market conditions are very fluctuating, they are very changing rapidly. So aligning the entire supply based onto the demand is the most important challenge in present operations management. We have to respond to the market dynamic to achieve the operational excellence. Because otherwise, what will happen? If your demand is more and you are not been able to support, then you may lose the market. If your demand is not as per expectation, then you pile up your stock and you block up the money, which gives an impact onto your profitability. So, what is most important over here is the demand planning, demand forecasting, and how your sales and operation planning is going to work into digital transformation is the important thing. So, driving integration and collaboration is the most important, most challenging thing. What we have to define is a unified tactical plan which is going to integrate your sales, marketing, development, production, supply, and finally to the finance. So you have to ensure that all the departments are working onto the same data. That is the latest demand planning or the forecasting is there. And we have to all work onto a common objective. Sales and operation planning is going to work in collaboration with all these departments, and that is the key role. And this is where it's going to break down the silos. As you are aware, our old analog systems are into the silos. That means silo is there for inventory system, for quality system, for production, for warehouse, for logistic and distribution. Now over here, when we are discussing about the digital transformation, we eliminate all this traditional department barrier. We have to have a entire seamless data sharing with all these departments, and that promote the collaboration and data sharing, which in fact help in a data driven decision making where you achieve the excellence, you improve the productivity, you improve the profitability. Now this requires a monthly review process. So the data, the working and everything needs to be worked it out. It has to get reviewed. When I say reviewed, it is all those corresponding department, all those stakeholders, they're all integrated. And this is where the system or the data sharing which gets validated at the executive level. And once it has been accepted, then everybody works onto that same plan actually. And this helps in overall business strategy and improvements. And it will also have agility in responding to the market changes. Now, this is, as I mentioned last slide also, that this enables the data-driven decision making. While our earlier traditional operation system, that is a sales and operation planning processes, this was relied more onto the manual spreadsheets. As you know, probably I have seen it for maybe last 20-25 years. Everybody was working onto the manual spreadsheet or Excel sheets and all that. And this is where the data is fragmented. It's not shared with any other integrated systems and all. What really we are planning with the sales and operation planning along with the digital transformation, everything is data sharing. That means if there are any changes, any deviations from the old data, it will also immediately get reflected onto the other processes, other parameters, other calculations, and all that. And that is where it becomes an effective with changing environment, let's see, changing requirement, whether the changes are into demand or changes are into your planning or changes are into procurement, changes are into operational planning, manufacturing system, everything gets changes and all. So what I am seeing is that the digital transformation in S&OP, that is sales and operations planning, plays a very important role. You are leveraging the real-time data from ERP, from manufacturing, from warehouse, and from other external sources. External sources could be supplying the material, or you may have other outside contract manufacturing plant. So you have to really take into consideration the integration with all those things. And this can also help you in using the advanced analytics, that is artificial intelligence, where you can use the predictive analysis, you can do the more detailed forecasting, you can plan it out the prescriptive analysis also if you want to achieve certain targets and all that. And the machine learning can also help you at the way. So forecasting demand will also help you in optimizing the inventory. The inventory into your warehouse, inventory into in process, inventory going back to your raw material, or maybe the procurement plan also you can do. This streamlines the production schedules, and this is where the shift is from reactive to proactive planning. Actually, earlier days we were doing more of a reactive thing. That means if something happens, we are taking a reaction to that. While over here, you proactively you project something, you predict something, and you take necessary action. This leads to the operational efficiency. Yeah. You also identify the bottlenecks. When you are doing a sales and operation planning, you can say where are those challenges are there. Like suppose a particular product, there is a more demand, but you don't have a plant capacity. Maybe you can think about the other options like maybe running extra shift or maybe giving that to some contract manufacturing or something. So that is going to help you to improve your process flows and all that. A better planning also reduces wastage because there is no excess resources which are being allocated. You exactly plan what is really required for the market, what is really required to produce, what is there actually in stock, what needs to be manufactured, and for that manufacturing, what needs to be procured. So the entire supply chain is really built up. So this is where we have to think of our digital supply chain management. So digital transformation helps you to build up that digital supply chain management. This helps in optimizing the resource allocation. So efficient use of human resources is considered. You have a better utilization of the machinery, and that leads to your improved financial management also. So this will help in resulting about the lower cost, improved cash flow, and this will enhance the forecast accuracy. And briefly, I'm going to share more details onto that also. So enhanced forecast accuracy basically depends upon how your artificial intelligence powered forecasting and predictive analytics can help. So you have to really build up that algorithm. You anticipate the demand shift with a very precision, and that will respond to depends upon the disease outbreak or regulatory changes or any other market challenges and all that. So that will help you to have a better accurate forecasting. And this will get linked up to your supply chain resilience. So real-time visibility and scenarios planning will help. Your quick response to disruptions will going to help. And that will help in minimizing the either the stock outs or the overstocks and all that. And that will lead to your operational efficiency, operational excellence and all that. Then you have a superior collaboration. You have fostering the cross-functional collaboration. When I say cross-functional is starting from the warehouse, transportation, distribution, linking up to your material requirement, material planning, operations planning, manufacturing systems and all. And this data sharing will have a harmonized plans and all. This will also support to the regulatory compliances and finally the patient care. So in the whole system, sales and operation planning is going to work as a strategic enabler. Now, how it is going to work is it's not just a process improvement tool, but it supports the digital transformation also. That is, you are going to adopt to the digitization, you are going to adopt to the new emerging technologies like cloud, IoT, blockchain, and these are going to help to build up that excellence. So integration has to be a cloud-based system because there's going to be a huge amount of data generated at each and every operations for processes or something. All this will go into the digital channels and get stored onto the cloud, and that will help you to analyze in a real-time basis, and that will reach to customers or to the marketing or to the sales or to the transportation or to the So this is what it is going to be a most important thing. Now this will get achieved based on to how you start moving up and how you automate it. So automation and digitization into supply chain of management and sales and operation planning will streamline the processes and increase the efficiency. It will reduce the manual workload. As I mentioned earlier, we have seen that all the data is going to get captured and doing Excel sheets and all that. That will not be required. So your manual workload of doing those Excel sheet calculations will shift it to the automated calculation by the systems and all. And this will free up the human resources and all, which can be utilized to a better challenging jobs there. So finally, let me come to a conclusion. I think I gave you a brief overview and idea how importance is for the sales and operation planning into pharma industry, how it will build a centralized digital transformation system, which will help you in a data-driven, collaborative, and agile foundation system navigating the complexities. As I mentioned, the complexities will happen if the forecast goes on changing, demand planning goes on changing, or you may have a procurement plan, but the supplier may have some challenges, or there may be a transportation strike, or when it comes to sales and operation planning, your shop floor may have some challenges, some equipment breakdowns or something. So all those complexities into the supply chain management can really taken into considerations at all, and you will be guided by a good algorithm how you are going to achieve that excellence and all that. This also supports to the regulatory compliances, and this is where you will go on evolving your marketing demand. So there are benefits of adopting this modernizing digital system. You will achieve operational excellence, you will have a reliable drug availability, and you will have a superior safety. So again, as I mentioned you during the start, we have a lot of knowledge base. The content is available at the various platforms, either Udemy, YouTube, podcast, Amazon Books, and all that. Please refer to them, share your feedbacks, comments. If you feel I have a suggestion that something is missing where you need our help, you need our guidance, we are always available to you. So jointly, let's achieve operational excellence and business excellence. Okay, thank you. Bye.